and welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Subnautica. We're going to go set up our second scanning room in a very different biome.
All systems online.
And hopefully that will give us some very different scan result options. Things we're looking for scanning-wise is things like magnite. We know the local biome in that area can provide us with beet mushrooms and rubies. We're not sure if it's got magnite. If it's got magnite, then that'll be a good place for mining. This stuff we're finding harder to find at this point. Almost there. Oh yeah, we're almost at the point where it's just straight below us. 300 meters down, or so. Hindsight, I probably could have set it a little bit higher, and been able to take advantage of the sun. Putting it right at the bottom of a ditch is maybe not the best of places to put this base, but it's down here now. Okay, so that's built. Obviously, we'll need to put a connector between the two. Nope. Yeah, it's not gonna let me put a connector between the two. Okay. Quickly take it apart, then we'll put a connector on it, and then put this on the connector instead. That gets it off quick. Okay, let's get some air.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That's apparently resistant to being knifed. This might be not the nicest neighborhoods. Okay. So now we can operate the scanner down here. Yeah, so we can see where we are in the range of the scannering. Maybe not the best place to put the scanner, but we put it here. So blood oil, creature eggs, a couple fragments we haven't found, gold, lead. Straight up gold out there, okay. Limestone chunks, sandstone chunks, shale chunks, magnite. Uranium crystals, all in range. Okay, well, let's look for some magnite. So magnite we need for upgrading our scanner room here as well. Okay, some have in theory been found. Yeah. Okay, into the sea moth. Let's go investigate those magnite chunks. I assume because we got on the HUD that it won't just magically disappear because we're in the sea moth now. There's also the place with the blood oil, so let's grab a lump of blood oil. We'll grab 2 lumps of blood oil. And some uranium crystal, because we found some uranium crystal. Wait, that wasn't edible, apparently. Okay, let's get back to new cameras 3 and 4. Oh, I suppose we don't need that pinned anymore. Actually, we'll leave it pinned, because we'll probably need to build more of those in the future. In the place where we can breathe. Red oil-filled pustule contains blood vine seeds. May be processed into benzene. Benzene. We need 3 of them for that. Which is required for the synthetic fibers that we needed. Okay, so we'll have to go back and get more blood oil. Because we already know we want some. Doing the range upgrade. we want to install that range upgrade here. Uranite ore. Not sure if we got anything to do with the uranite ore yet. But we found some. Anyway, let's use the uranium ore here. I'm gonna put the magnite in the transport. Save up some space. In my inventory. Let's go get the blood oil.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, 4 blood oil. We know it's over where the magnite is. So we'll go get some from where the magnite is. Oh, there's some more uranium ore there. Suppose, after grabbing the uranium ore, did that reveal the power plant tech? No. I assume that's probably what we need the uranium ore for, is to put in the power plant. Just a wild guess there. There's also cooked spine fish. Okay, I think I got enough. A little while. Next thing I'm going to be looking for is the diamonds. We found diamonds before. I'm not sure if it was this biome or not. So we'll see if we can... The expanded range, if we can find some. The scanning room. You know what? Probably need more stuff for the bioreactor. Forgot space in the inventory. Yeah, we basically don't have space in the inventory. We'll grab some ruby while we're here. We need some of you for making more aerogel.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, that's... Now we just need fire mesh. We can get fire mesh back at the base. Don't think I need any aerogel right now, but we'll need some later, probably. So I'm not immediately thinking of how I'm going to get rid of the ruby and stuff. Leave the third one here in case we need it later. I think we'll go to the one benzene. We'll leave the ruby, one of the rubies here as well. Okay, we got enough magnite. Turn that off. Lead, limestone, lithium, quartz, reef backs apparently show up on the thing. Wreck, uranium, titanium, shale, sea treader. No demons, or no diamonds under D. Fragments wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing to look for. Let's see if shale chunks have diamonds in them. And we are going to have to get something to fuel the reactor soon. Otherwise it's going to power down. And there's some shale. This is the source of diamond, we'll find out real quick. Yes. It might not be the only thing it gives us, but it's definitely a thing it gives us. Lithium as well. Okay. And gold. Don't really need gold from it. There's our diamond. More lithium. Emergency power only. Okay. So lost power because we were probably pulling too much with the scanner room. Okay, let's see if we still have a power problem. Or if it solved itself. Yeah, it solved itself as soon as the scanner stopped running, it solved itself. We're just pulling too much on the scanner, I suspect. Or maybe we lost power at the other one. That's also an option. Let's, I got enough loot. Let's go back to base proper. Okay, that's not worth any water. Let's just toss you in the bioreactor. Now let's go back to the base proper, and we'll build ourselves our new improved suit. Actually, before we go, is there anything else I want to make sure we bring with us from the base? This base down here. We have a cargo capacity on the sea moth, so we should fill that up. Leave a minimum amount of stuff behind that we can't get. Are we going? I don't think it's worth bringing the... I think it's just for the benzene, right? So it's not worth bringing that unless we can bring enough. We can't. So we're going to leave that. Well, the alternative is I could process it into the benzene if I think that's what I need it for. Right. Leave enough stuff here. Quickly to grab the 3 of you and turn you into 1 benzene. And then I can take all the things I was thinking about taking with me. Leaving just the table coral, which we can get back at the base. But we may need down here. Like we need it for the fabricator, for example. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, back to the original base, where we should have all we need. Well, I think we might need to grab, we'll have to go out and grab some stuff to make the fabric, but basically everything we need at the original base, or could fairly easy get what we need at the original base to build ourselves the suit. And we need to go back there to do the upgrades on our sea moth here. Because I wasn't going to build another dock. They're expensive enough that I'm not in a rush to build multiple docks. Screech of the local sharks. Almost there. Okay, before I park this in the dock, let's pop out and get a quick repair on it. Okay, into the dock we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So depth, we need the magnite, we need plasteel, need the depth module and enameled glass for the first one, and then we got the rubies for the second one. Actually, I think I needed that quartz for one of those recipes. So enameled glass is... Oh, enameled glass is a stalker tooth. Okay, well, we'll make some glass. Enameled glass is not going to be too hard to find because we can set the scanner up for finding a tooth. Fiber mesh, 2 creep vine samples. Now that I've cleared the inventory a little bit, we should just be able to quickly swim over to the vines, give it a couple swings, and be back with the bits we need. grab a spare. Grabbing the bladderfish. Let's see, has the water maker made water? Water and salt. Large filtered water and some salt deposit. Okay. We can make some fire mesh up. We have the benzene on us, so we can make the better one. And then we come over here and we grab... Okay, we're 1 titanium short. But don't see that potentially being a super long time issue. Seems fairly common in the local environment. One form or another. There we go. There's 4. That's more than enough. And then we can get our improved clothing. Reinforced dive suit. Heavy synthetic fiber dive suit providing physical protection and enhanced survival in extreme temperatures. Wait, what did we use the salt food-wise with? Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, okay. Also coral tubes, so those things is... what we use to make water. Okay. Oh, and it's 2 each. I thought it was only like 1 each. Makes it less tedious, I suppose. So we don't need that pinned anymore, because we got it. Got the bridge, got the engine, don't got the Cyclops that goes with it, but got the rest. So we unpin you. Oh, what do we need for another range upgrade? Copper ore. This is probably telling me where we've accidentally dropped copper ore before. So I'm not necessarily expecting to go to the nicest place for this copper ore. Okay, where did that... Okay. How do you expect me to go into the ground? The answer is there's a cave down there. Dweeb. Gotta go in the cave. Which means you need to find the cave entrance. Ah, this cave. Okay, so we've got a copper, so we can go do our range upgrade. I think that was the only copper in the area, to be fair. So I just basically asked it, hey, where did I leave a copper piece behind in Panic? So now this one gets a ranged upgrade. So with the range upgrade, there are some fragments you can find. And we do want a stalker tooth. So you can tell me where a stalker tooth is. We'll have what we need for a recipe. Because the depth upgrade requires enameled glass. The magnite isn't going to be too difficult to source. The plasteel ingot is just a bunch of titanium. Yeah, it's a titanium ingot plus a couple lithium, which we've got.
Welcome aboard, All systems online.
Promptly bump it into something as we leave the safety of our dock. Yeah. Good old-fashioned, immediately scratching the paint job. Yeah, I think we just needed the one. We got them already pinged, so let's go grab a second one, just to be sure. Local wildlife is big and nibbling. Okay, now we're just short titanium, I think. Else we need to go get more magnite. I think we've got enough magnite, but I don't worry too much about the magnite until I am sure we got enough titanium, which I know is currently the issue. Because, well, we know where the magnite is now, so that's easy. Titanium, while abundant, isn't as easy come, easy go. It's because the most abundant source of it, outside of gambling on rock outcroppings, is the scrap, which I don't think is renewable. I think there's a finite amount of scrap. Oh, one of the habitats is out of power. So it could be the one running off solar power. It is nighttime. If something eats a lot more solar power than I think, then or a lot more power than I think, then the solar panels would not support it. Oh, yes, I think we're out of power. That'll explain why we're not docking. Ah. It was not a problem I was expecting. It's also not necessarily a problem, but...
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline. Power restored. All primary systems online.
Don't have enough power. Okay. Let me go get something more to throw in the power generator. Okay, I think the mushrooms might explode if you hit them with the fire knife. If that is the case, that was a whoops. Not know that was a possibility.
This is Lifepod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're gonna last.
Pretty sure we've seen Aurora 4.
Bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, apparently almost no power. The biogenerator is not keeping up with our power demands here. Which maybe isn't the most unsurprising of possibilities. It's now daytime, so now it's caught up. But, yeah, during the night that was what was happening, I think. Get some enameled glass. Oh, and I only got one piece of scrap. So I'm gonna go out and find another. Or actually, no, we got a bunch in here. Okay, that'll work. Okay, now we need 2 pieces of lithium. We need 1 more magnite and a dive module. Oops. There's the first dive upgrade. Do I have enough titanium for another plasteel ingot? Got the lithium, so it just comes down to, do we have the titanium? Yes, it looks like it. Now we have maximum depth module. Crush depth now 900 meters. Yes, we're not worried about how deep we need to go anytime soon. I don't think we necessarily know of anything that deep that we need to run into. Okay, hit it with the knife. And I don't think it immediately goes in the inventory. No. There we go. So somewhere down here, there's a cooked fish. Not going to spend the time to find it. So yes, I suppose at this point we're looking for wrecks and blueprints. And less things to build our things. Because what, from a blueprint standpoint, we know how to build all that stuff. I haven't built a beacon. Probably should build a beacon at some point, but haven't done that. Okay, prawn suit is expensive, but we know where all the bits are for it. It's questioning whether or not we have a way to move it to places. I don't think it's worth building right now if we kind of have it stuck. Local environment, because it doesn't move enough. We do have Sea Moth Mark III depth. Yeah, so we're probably looking for recipes more than anything else. Unless there's something I'm missing on the modification bay I want to be making. Ingredients are none, but to be fair, we need the Cyclops before we can be really worried about getting more depth on the Cyclops. Yeah, we're probably fragments, and it probably makes sense not to search here, but to search the other location. That's probably where we'll go next time. So we'll go back over to the other base, go looking for fragments near the other base. With our new improved, increased dive depth sea moth. So let's unload before we forget. Oh, I think I need aniline for something. Did I build the thing we need aniline for? quickly going through my recipes trying to figure out what I made the aniline for. I knew it was worth putting in something. Oh, we made everything's like energy efficiency. Okay. Perimeter defense system, so we can definitely get that set up before we go. Generate localized field designed to warn off aggressive fauna. Okay. Yeah, let's get the silver wiring kit going and we'll make a defensive component on our ship here. See if I can stop misclicking here. There's the wiring kit. Ah, I got a new radio message. Let's see what that radio message is. In theory, instead of coming back to the escape pod every time, we could technically be setting up radio systems elsewhere.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the
It's
alternative.
better than the
I've
alternatives.
sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
I know what happens when they get here. That I have been spoiled on. Okay, we now have a perimeter defense system to protect our tiny little ship. Okay, let's grab the water, and then next time we will be exploring. Yeah, because I think we're ready to go out. I can leave the aniline here, or the benzene here. Health packs on the ship are fine. Yeah, I think we're looking for new wreckage to get new recipes. Or at least more information from a story perspective to know where we're going, what we need to do. Because we worked out from scanning ourselves that we're infected with something. So before we leave, we need to figure out how to cure that infection. Otherwise, there will be consequences. But for this stream, this is where we're going to go ahead and put the end. So if you're watching on YouTube, I will probably have gotten around to recording the next part by the time tomorrow rolls, or by the time your tomorrow rolls around. So you can pretty reasonably expect it to be one tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, this is where the stream is going to end. The next part will be in 5 days if we're following the normal recording schedule. So unless something comes up, expect there to be one in 5 days. I'm just checking to make sure this is the fifth recording. It does appear to be the 5th recording, so we're going to continue with the plan. So I hope you've all been enjoying. Next time we're going to be looking for recipes, I believe. Or things to do, mostly. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.